Hey people, hey, what's up? It's your girl, Dr. J. I'm back for another episode of the Whole Well You podcast. Welcome. Today's title is Nobody Talks About the Middle. Yes, that middle area. Everybody celebrates the comeback. Everybody applauds the breakthrough. Everybody posts the before and after, but almost nobody talks about the middle. The middle is that place where you're kind of no longer who you used to be, but you're not yet who you're becoming. You're kind of just lingering in the middle. And it's an uncomfortable place. But we spend so much of our lives preparing for the finish line that nobody taught us what to do when we're in the middle. The middle is awkward, it's uncertain, and sometimes it's lonely, and it can be boring. You don't fit where you came from anymore, but you don't fully belong where you're going either. You're not fully equipped for your new assignment, but you've outgrown your old one. So you start questioning yourself. You wonder if you're making progress at all because nothing seems to be changing. Everything seems still. But that's where the scripture comes from, Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I'm God. Because in the middle you have to be still. But the middle is preparation, not punishment. See, growth doesn't always look like progress, not right away. One of the greatest mistakes we make is believing that if we can't see change, then it's not happening. And that's simply just not true. A seed grows underground long before anyone sees the first sprout. Construction happens behind the walls before we ever see a ribbon cutting ceremony. Yep, your character, your wisdom, your discernment, your boundaries, and your resilience are often being built in places nobody can see. The middle is where the invisible stuff happens, the stuff that nobody can see that means the most. So, why do we want to escape the middle so bad? Why is it so uncomfortable? Most people don't leave the middle too soon because it's impossible to stay. They leave because it's uncomfortable. And we don't like to be uncomfortable. But remember, comfort is sometimes the enemy of your progress. I'll say it again. Sometimes your comfort is the enemy of your progress. But we crave certainty. We need answers. We want to know now. We need immediate results. We live in a microwave generation. So sometimes, because we escape the middle sooner than we should, we don't let that process play out. We don't let patience have its perfect work. And because of that, sometimes we settle for relationships we should have left, jobs we've outgrown, or opportunities that aren't meant for us simply because the middle was too uncomfortable. But rushing the process also delays the promise. I'll say that again. If you rush the process of the middle, you delay the promise. See, the middle changes you. I don't believe the purpose of the middle is simply for you to get somewhere, for you to get something, for you to get the prize. I believe the purpose is to change you. You are the prize in the middle. The outcome is who you become. See, the woman who walks into the middle isn't the same woman who walks out. She learns patience, she learns discernment, she learns that peace doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from trust in the process. Even when you don't feel like you trust yourself, even when you can't see what that process is, you still have to trust it. You trust that God has a plan to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you a hope in a future. And that is sometimes a difficult thing to do in the middle. But let me tell you one thing I want you to keep and hold on to. Don't compare your middle to someone else's ending. I'm going to say it again. Don't compare your middle to someone else's ending. Social media is full of people's highlight reels. We see promotions, businesses thriving, at least that's how it looks. Happy marriages, at least that's what we think. We see new homes, awards, parties, all of these things that glorify the end or the beginning, wherever that person is. But we really see the years of uncertainty that they had to go through that came before those celebrations, right? They were in the middle too. Not if you'll ever be in the middle, but when, because undoubtedly, if you're trying to achieve something, if you're going after a goal, there's going to be a middle place. So never compare your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. Your middle has a purpose all of its own. So let me encourage you. If today feels like you're stuck in the middle, I want you to hear this. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not failing. You're becoming. So keep showing up. Show up for you. Keep doing the quiet work. Keep trusting what you cannot see yet, because it's coming. Because one day, someone will celebrate your breakthrough, and they may not ever realize that the greatest transformation happened when you were in the middle. And maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to be. That time is for you and God alone. So if this episode encouraged you, share it with someone who's in the middle or who's becoming. They may need the reminder that the middle isn't the end of the story. It's where some of life's most meaningful transformations take place. So until next time, protect your peace, honor your growth, and remember, sometimes the greatest work God does isn't in the beginning. It's not at the end. It's in the middle. This is my time.